something that normally, if we were to say we're about to give a dog a bath on television,
Oh.
you would say, okay, get out all the towels that we own because it's gonna be a mess. But instead, Scrubby says it doesn't have to be a mess. With a really easy pet mitt, we add a little bit of water, we suds up the mitt, and we give an amazing bath to our pet friends, and you don't even have to rinse them off afterwards. You just wipe them down, and you are good to go. You are seeing the wonderful Scott Hines. This is Daisy's dad. And Kylie Watts is here joining us, too. Customer top rated, and you get 15 of these. My sister uses these with her pup. I'm actually on dog duty this weekend, too. And look at Daisy. She loves this bath. So what if you could have your pet bath be actually a positive experience and not a negative experience? This is M93775, $20 for 15. Now, Kylie, tell us how this works.
Well, so we've seen scrubs for humans, but it all actually started with the Scrubby Pet. So what you're gonna notice is a little bit of water activates these. They come completely dry to you, so they're not like those wet kind of things that you have to worry about them drying out. And we use even just like a cap full of water. You can see when we start to work these mitts, they turn into this beautiful, luxurious foam, almost like you have philosophy for your doggies.
Yes.
And you're able to give them a bath, but you don't ever have to step in a shower. You don't have to get a hose because as Scott demonstrates on Daisy, all you do is rub this on them and then it's completely rinse-free, meaning all you have to do is grab a towel, wipe them off, and they have a great bathing experience.
It's amazing, and it's not overly scented, it's not irritating, it's completely safe for pets. And Scott, I know you use these on Dudley and Daisy all the time.
I do, for multiple reasons. First and foremost is there are breeds like bulldogs who are not really supposed to have a lot of baths.
Yes.
You know, they're for various reasons. So, and they don't like baths. Well, you know what? This they're fine with. You saw Daisy just sits there, no problem. She likes it.
She liked it.
Second thing is, and thank you all of you who asked. So many people have asked. Dudley's doing great. He did have some fairly serious surgery recently. He'll be back soon. But the reason I say that is because he had stitches and staples.
Yes.
And we could use that around there because when you have that, you can't put the dog in the water just like humans. So you need a way to, same way it works for humans for like wounds and stuff like that.
Yes.
Same thing for dogs. So it's great. And all you need is a bottle of water and the Scrubby Pets, and you've got a portable bath. So for example, this one right here, as cute as she is, enjoys rolling around sometimes in things that are no longer alive.
That are not so cute.
Is that a good way to phrase it? Yeah, then it's not quite as fun. So if you have this with you, you're good. Now the other thing is, what I love about this is the detail work, what I like to call. So you go in there, face folds. See, it doesn't bother. I don't want to gross you out, but that's all the yucky stuff that were in her face folds. No problem. That just comes right out. I can flip this over, and we'll do her ears, do all those things.
Oh, that's
but
great.
It's like giving her a bath. But look at her; couldn't be happier right now.
She loves
I'm rubbing her ear,
this.
and she might fall asleep.
And that's the big thing that I think people really love about these is there's so many pets that don't like to get bathed, right? Or maybe you have a big dog and you just can't physically get it in the tub anymore.
Right.
Or in the winter time, maybe you don't want to saturate them down with water. With these, again, a little bit of water goes a long way. They only activate when you get them wet, and then they work into this beautiful, luxurious lather. And to Scott's point, Daisy doesn't realize she's getting bathed. She thinks she's just getting loved on. So if you have any kind of dogs that are anxious, or if you have to do any kind of spot cleaning, like right now, for instance, everybody's tracking in mud, right?
Oh
Because
my
we're
gosh,
starting it
yes.
to rain, the snow's all melting. Maybe you just want to do their paws, maybe it's just their ears, maybe it's something that they roll in.
Yeah.
You can do full bath or just touch-ups with these as
That's
well.
what I love with the paws, because my sister's dog goes to my yard. I moved to a new house and I have a yard, and her dog Dia loves running around. You'd think this dog was a greyhound. She's not. She's a wonderful mix, but she runs like crazy. Look at Daisy.
She might literally fall asleep.
And she comes in with all of this mud on her paws, and even if you use a towel or a wet paper towel, it doesn't get all the mud away. Scrubs does. I'm gonna grab one because I think we have
Oh, please
another
do.
stinky little pup who maybe could use.
I was going to say, I've got a lot of lather here too.
This is Rex. Now, Rex has a lot of energy. So we would love it if he would fall asleep with this.
You stay here.
Okay, you stay here, buddy.
Let's get a
I
little
know, we're so
bath-a-roo.
excited.
Well, and it'll be good with Rex too, because you can see that suds on him. So we
There he
can give you a
goes.
little bath-a-roo, and then all we
go.
have to do is take the towel and wipe him off. And that's how easy it is. Hi, Bubba. I know, you're so happy.
Good boy.
Oh
You're
my
happy
goodness.
man.
This is
job.
a $20 price for
and I don't wanna
15
I don't want to
baths.
speak for you, Justin, but with dogs like that, they're so high energy.
Yep.
Giving a bath is a job. I mean, like a nightmare, right? Yeah.
We don't go give him a bath.
Right.
We take him somewhere.
Right,
to
right. So,
And how much does that cost?
Yes.
yeah, right.
$65, I think, is what we paid last
word,
time.
yeah.
Like, in all seriousness, it is so expensive. Oh, I know. We're very excited.
But what happens in
I'm
between,
sorry.
Justin? What happens in between if you need a touch-up, for lack of a better term?
Well,
there you
that's
go.
where
You know what I mean?
This would be perfect because Rex does. I mean, he loves to go out and play in the dog park in our house with all the other dogs, and he loves to get muddy there and gets dirty. And so when he comes back, hosing him off, not easy.
And then he's soaking wet, running through your house, shaking water everywhere.
Exactly. I have a hard enough time with him jumping on the furniture when he's dry, let alone when he's muddy and has dirt all over him.
Well,
so is this $20?
$20
That's
for
it?
15.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's
as we all
customer top
know,
rated.
they still haven't quite invented doggy toilet paper yet. So if we've had a bit of a rough night the night before, maybe we, without getting into graphic detail on a Friday night on QVC2, you know, this can help clean up all areas, and you have no worries about it.
Right.
So obviously don't, you know, not in their eyes, but you saw me with Daisy, the detail work. So you have folds too here with Rex.
with
Getting
pugs.
those
Right in the
face
face.
folds,
Yep.
that's a way to do it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really big thing. Well, we're going on our honeymoon for 3 weeks, and he's going to be with my parents. And so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to be able to give it to them,
Yes.
to be able to keep this in the glove box of my car would be fantastic.
Yeah,
especially for when Rex jumps in. He loves to jump in the car with us. That's like his favorite thing. My friend Debbie, she's got a big dog, and so I'm curious. Like Rex is 20 pounds. How long will this last?
You
Like,
know that I
double
have
work?
big dogs. So I've got
Yes.
3 big dogs at home. I do have a greyhound who's a retired racer. That's one of my dogs at home. And so one can go a long way. So this is that same mitt that I've been using this whole time. We've already bathed Rex a few times.
Oh, wow.
But you can see I can just add a little bit more water and a lot more lather starts to come off of here.
That's
So they
great.
last for so long. The entire mitt is infused with this shampoo and soap combo. But again, you don't have to rinse these off. So you don't need, you know, a hose or a shower or anything like that. You literally take
at
the
Daisy's
towel,
face.
dry it off,
Daisy
and
is
that's
Now,
all
have
you
you tried
happy
it in
right
Rex's
now.
ears? Like this, but see what would
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
go
well, yeah,
nuts
let's
or
try
no?
that.
Give it a
Let's
shot, because
Okay.
she might fall asleep while you're doing it, you know, like.
Can I he's
And
just
I'll
so
let you-
excited.
He's
I'll
so
let everyone
happy.
So
know
much energy.
over 100
do you
orders
like
have been placed.
I always see a little
Many
reaction
of-
there, a little happiness.
Love it.
If he was a cat, he might be purring.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
He's like, I love this. I don't even realize I'm getting a bath.
Now we want to go on an adventure.
Now, many
wanna
of
see
you
the
are
set.
picking up more than one set because you know, if you're looking and watching, we are literally bathing dogs on live television right now, and they are not running and screaming away from us. They are having fun playing like Rex is. But
he wants to go. He's like, I'm so clean. I want everybody to know it.
It's like bath time fun.
this is customer top rated for good reason. It really is so easy. Both sides of the mitt, as you were saying,
Yes.
Kylie.
And the reason why they did the mitt too, because people are always like, oh, can I use the scrubs for humans on the mitts? Not that you can't, but as Scott pointed out, there is no thing as doggy toilet paper. They like to roll in things sometimes. Your entire hand, front and back, is completely covered, which is really
Yes.
nice. And again, the mitt will last a nice long time because you have 2 of them, basically,
Right.
on flip side. The entire thing is infused with that shampoo and soap.
Yeah, and usually when Daisy and Dudley are here, Scott will basically give a bath to both of them with one mitt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
These do
absolutely,
go a
absolutely,
long
yeah,
way.
absolutely.
And again, you don't have to rinse them off. That's my favorite part because if you've
Wanna go
ever
see
tried
Rachel?
to bathe a
See
dog,
Rachel?
hi,
Yeah.
my sweetheart, and you have to wash them off, you know this is what they do, right?
Yeah.
Right now, Daisy just shook. No water on me,
Correct.
no water on Scott.
That's a big point.
big.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really important because, again, you give a regular dog a bath, it shakes, and now you have a bath. That's not the case here. And again, I've been using them, feel really nice. Like Kylie can expand on what's in these, but it feels like I have lotion on my hands. It
Well,
feels
and that's
really
the thing
nice.
too.
Like-
If you've ever used the scrubs for humans, it's very much that same formulation. So when you wipe this off, it almost feels like you've moisturized your hands. They're really lathering, really moisturizing. I mean, this is the same mitt that we started with almost 10 minutes ago, and you can see it's still got a lot of life to give right here too. It feels good. It's literally like doggy philosophy.
Right.
I mean, it really is. It is.
And honestly, even if Daisy wanted to jump up on the furniture, a lot of dogs do that. And they start running around, rubbing their bodies to try
Yeah.
to get dry.
Yeah.
It's not the sopping wet dog that we usually have to deal with. You're not having to get out the kiddie pool outside and try to give them a bath.
We actually purchased a kiddie pool specifically to do that.
Of course you have.
Didn't work. Like waste of money. But I think there's a lot of people who have tried a lot of different solutions.
Yep.
Whether it was like a harness that you then add into the bathtub, and then guess what? They still hate it. Or then you put them into a sink with some type of guard on the outside.
Yes.
Doesn't work. I love the fact that you're bringing the bath to the dog,
Yes.
and that there's not the running water, because whether it's at home or even if you're at the dog park and you just want to rinse right there before the mud dries and it becomes crusty and a problem later on, you might as well fix the solution right then and there.
And you're going to have a line of dogs in the dog park, everyone saying, can you wash my dog too?
But to your point earlier, it's also Murphy's Law, because the second you go and take Rex for a groom, nails and such, he walks out and walks right into the mud. And but what do you do in between? Because you can't go every day; it's too expensive. And so what do you do for the 2 weeks or 1 week, whatever it is in between? This is your answer.
And I'll tell you, Daisy has a wet head right now. The wet dog smell is lessened when you use these as opposed to washing all the way.
And to that point, we should point out these are fragrance free, so there's not any kind of artificial fragrances or anything like that if your pets are sensitive to that. And I will point out too, since we were talking about doggies having surgery, if your dog has had surgery and things like that, obviously don't use them on the incisions or anything like that. But like to Scott's point, if Dudley goes outside, steps in something or gets something on him, he cannot get a bath right now because he has an incision. So this is something you could spot clean around, which is great.
Give
look
us
at
a
you
call
calming down.
to place your order.
Now we're calm, right? Now we're
Calm
chill.
and happy.
So cute.
Rex is saying, you should buy these. You should pick these up. They're good.
great.
They're a good deal. Give us a call. That's the best way to place your order on Q2. 800-500-7590. Honestly, if bath time is a hassle for you, they should make these for kids. I guess the regular
you could
scrubs they do.
technically use these on your dog and then use them on your kids.
And then use them on the kids.
And
You
on
on
you
yourself,
too.
yeah, right,
Yes.
yeah,
You
literally.
could clean your hands first, put it in the mitt, and then it literally same mitt.
To that
the
point,
whole
real
thing.
quick, if your dog, every once in a while they do, relieves themselves and for some reason turns on and steps in it, you've got to clean up. You don't want it on you. I think you make a great point, Kay. I've done that too, where myself and her paws. Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it is that same wonderful formulation that we're getting from the scrubs for humans. Now just safe for pets and just really done in the mitt, kind of the same formulation. So the regular ones are safe for pets too. Customer top rated, it's $1.33 per mitten. So you're getting $1.33 per bath or more because you can use both sides and for multiple pets. Okay, now